And welcome into the Rowdy Studios, where it's pure rowdy, and we're talking about the pure Michigan 400, which was pure Kyle Busch.
It was pure Kyle Busch at the end. It was pure sleep-inducing in the middle.
Now, don't criticize the race. Let's talk about Kyle Busch. First of all, how did he get this win? By not screwing up a restart. Last week at Watkins Glen, he had the first position for a green-white checker finish, drove it too hard into turn one, lost the race to Marcus Ambrose. Today, waltzing away to the win, caution, restart, had to hold off Jimmy Johnson. This time he did it.
I pretty much knew I wanted to top. I saw the two was going to restart on the inside, so I didn't know whether he was going to push the 48 or try to make it 3 wide, so I figured I'd just give myself the best opportunity to win, and that was to just run the top side and keep my momentum rolling up through turns 1 and 2.
Kyle Busch is one of the best in the garage when it comes to restarts, especially on ovals, and he did what we expect him to do. But I think what's impressive is this is a track at which he had never won. Now, going into the chase, he wins at Michigan. It does not bode well for the rest of the championship contenders.
I agree. It's a very good win for Kyle Busch, his 4th win of the season. And not only that, but he was the fastest car, I thought, towards the end of the day. He had to first chase Jimmy Johnson down to get the top spot on the restart, and chased him down and passed him at Michigan. Meanwhile, all the Fords were fading to the rear. What's going on with Carl Edwards? What's going on with Matt Kenseth, who finished 10th, the lone Ford in the top 10 at Michigan? So I think things are shaping up rather nicely for Kyle Busch, and you got to feel good for Jimmy Johnson, too. He comes home second, looks pretty good at a track that hasn't been that great for him.
True. I mean, nobody wanted this win more than Jimmy Johnson, with the possible exception of Kyle Busch and maybe Brad Keselowski.
Oh, they all wanted to win.
But look at the tracks coming up as we get to Chicagoland in the first race of the chase. Who do they line up well for?
Kyle Busch.
Yeah. Bristol, he's automatic. Richmond, based on the way Denny Hamlin's been running, I'd say it's Kyle Busch's race at Richmond, too.
I agree. I think Bristol and Richmond are great tracks for him. We'll see what he does at Atlanta.
For us, the biggest thing is to just try to concentrate on what we've been doing all year. Certainly there's going to be times where guys are going to be better than us, and we can't concentrate on that too hard. It's a cycle of 10 weeks, and if you're consistent through there and you can do all the right things that you know how to do, then you'll be fine.
We got to talk about the wild card in another video, Cutler, because this thing's getting interesting. Denny Hamlin, one of his best tracks, Michigan. What does he finish? 35th, 39th?
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't good. So, and then you look at Brad Keselowski and how he did. Boy, the guy's suffering. He's finished worse in every race, the last 2 races. 1st, 2nd, 3rd at Michigan. That's pretty good.
He's on the schneid. He's
just dropping like a rock.
Exactly.
So, honestly, he's looking great these days, too. So, a lot to talk about. But the primary story coming out of Michigan, Kyle Busch, definite championship contender, no doubt about it.
Absolutely. He's got to fly up to the top of a lot of people's lists.
All right, lots more great videos coming out of the Rowdy Studios. We'll talk wild card. We'll talk Denny Hamlin. We'll talk smoke this week, Smoke and Ryan Newman. So stick around for that. We'll be back.
Rowdy.com. Say it like it is.
Say what like it is?
Rowdy.com.